You think discipline is about willpower. You think it's about doing the things you hate because someday it will pay off. Cute, really cute. But let me tell you a little secret that nobody tells you. Your brain doesn't give a damn about your goals. It doesn't care about your dreams, your aspirations, or that little sticky note that says, "Get it together." All it cares about is survival and comfort. That's right. Your brain is a lazy, self-serving little tyrant, wired to seek pleasure and avoid pain. At all costs. And discipline feels like pain. So naturally, your brain will resist it. Every single time. But what if I told you there's a way to trick that sneaky little dictator upstairs? What if you could make your brain crave discipline, almost as if it were pleasure? Sounds like magic, doesn't it? But it's not magic. It's cold, calculated, dark psychology. And today, you're going to learn it. First, let's get one thing straight. You can't will your brain into discipline. Willpower is a lie society feeds you to sell motivational posters and overpriced planners. The truth is far more interesting and sinister. Your brain obeys patterns, rewards, and fear. These are the levers you're going to pull. If you can manipulate these, you don't need willpower. You just need to know the secret pathways in the mind. Let's start with small wins. You think small tasks are boring? Think again. Every time you complete a tiny action, your brain releases dopamine, the same chemical that makes you scroll Instagram for hours or binge watch shows until 3 a.m. Dopamine is your brain's way of saying, "Yes, I like this, I approve." Now, here's the twist. If you associate small, disciplined actions with that same dopamine hit, your brain starts craving discipline the way it craves junk food or social media likes. Start tiny. Make your bed. Brush your teeth without fail. Write one line of whatever project you've been avoiding. Every tiny victory rewires your brain, piece by piece, until suddenly you don't even have to fight yourself to do the hard stuff. But there's more. Your brain is also a master of illusion and trickery. It loves to procrastinate by convincing you that later is safer than now. So here's where the dark part comes in. You turn the tables. You make procrastination feel painful, not metaphorically, literally. Create consequences that sting. For example, if you skip a task, make yourself pay in some tiny but unpleasant way. A cold shower, a social media ban, or a small public accountability post. Your brain hates loss more than it loves gain. This is called loss aversion, and it's one of the most powerful levers of human behavior. Suddenly, the cost of avoiding discipline is higher than the effort of doing it. Genius, isn't it? Your brain now thinks discipline is easier than chaos. Now, let's dive even deeper. Your brain is addicted to stories. Yes, your brain lives in narratives, and it judges every action based on how good the story feels. Here's the trick. Make discipline part of a narrative where you are the hero. Not the boring, motivational hero who tries harder. No, the dark, fascinating hero who bends their mind and body to their will, who conquers laziness with surgical precision. You are no longer a person doing chores. You are a puppeteer controlling a mind that wants to rebel, and your brain, it will love being controlled. The more it obeys, the more it craves the narrative of being the hero of discipline. But don't get too smug. There's a psychological trap most people fall into, the identity trap. They think, I will be disciplined because I want to be. Wrong. Your brain doesn't respond to abstract desires. It responds to identity, to self-image. So you don't do disciplined acts, You become the type of person who does them. You wake up and whisper to yourself, "I am the person who does this. No excuses." Your brain can't argue with identity. It can only comply. Slowly, inexorably, it rewires itself. Here's where it gets really interesting. Your brain loves immediate rewards, but discipline is the opposite. It's delayed, abstract, and painful. So we exploit a hack called temptation bundling. Pair a discipline task with something your brain already craves. Listen to your favorite song only while cleaning. Eat your favorite snack only after writing 500 words. Suddenly, your brain experiences discipline as a shortcut to pleasure. It's subtle, it's manipulative, and it's brilliant. You are literally hacking your own neurology. And now, the final deliciously dark step. Make your brain fear chaos more than it desires comfort. Humans are lazy creatures. Without fear, the brain defaults to instant gratification. But if you cultivate a controlled environment where chaos or failure has tangible, uncomfortable consequences, your brain starts seeing discipline as a survival mechanism. Think of it as turning your inner tyrant into an obedient soldier. You don't fight your brain, you reprogram it. You whisper into its deepest circuits. Discipline keeps you alive. Laziness kills you. Now, imagine doing all this consistently. Tiny wins, loss aversion, narrative heroism, identity shifts, temptation bundling, fear-based survival. Your brain doesn't resist anymore. It craves discipline the way a starving animal craves food. And here's the truly twisted irony. You've made yourself into a creature of order, using manipulation, deceit, and psychology. You didn't become disciplined because of willpower or virtue. You became disciplined because you exploited the darkest, most primal wiring of your own mind. And trust me, once your brain tastes that, there's no going back. So, what does this mean for you? It means that discipline isn't something you impose on yourself. Discipline is something you seduce your brain into enjoying. It's a dark psychological game where you are both the manipulator and the manipulated. And when you master it, you're no longer a person fighting laziness. You are a person who cannot not be disciplined, because your brain has been turned into a willing accomplice. Remember, nobody tells you this because it's uncomfortable. It's easier to sell you slogans and inspirational quotes, but the truth is far more fascinating, far more effective, and far darker than anything those quotes can give you. Discipline is not about moral virtue, it's about psychological warfare. And once you know the strategies, you're unstoppable. So go ahead, manipulate your own mind, bend it, train it, trick it, make it crave what it once despised. And when you do, remember, you didn't achieve discipline, you engineered it. And that, my friend, is the dark art of making your brain obey.